Welcome to Albert Park in Melbourne as the 5 red lights are out for the Australian Grand Prix. Good getaway by Max Verstappen, who'll pull a big lead. But there goes Ocon on the right-hand side as he's going to pull alongside, try and get up to P2 now, side by side with Penguin. But it's Verstappen in the lead, but Penguin's going to have the run coming out of turn 1. He's going to go for the move down the inside of the Red Bull. Off he goes for Antarctic Racing. He wants to get his second win. Side by side they go. And he makes it round the outside, but he goes off track. That will be an illegal overtake for Penguin. So he has to give the position back. He does it very tactically though. And he gives it back for a split second as they're still side by side going around this next turn. Russell and Ocon side by side behind. But now Ocon's through. He's side by side with Penguin now. But Penguin gets past him and he's got the run on Verstappen. He's going to be right behind him. Slipstream, ERS onto the grass he goes slightly. Round the outside of Verstappen he goes along this new part of the Melbourne circuit. And he makes the move into the chicane. Up into first place. Well, here's the getaway from Esteban Ocon. It's the best getaway you will see as he jumps 2 cars, nearly 3 as he nearly gets past Penguin. But he can't quite do it as he squeezes him out on the outside. But Ocon, he's looking really good this race for Alpine. And then this is the move where our Penguin went round the outside of Red Bull, but it wasn't a legal manoeuvre. So he had to cede the position back to the Red Bull. This was a beautiful battle. Verstappen tries to hang around the outside. He does make it stick as Ocon gets into the mixer, as he's got a big lead. But the ERS is just so overpowered as we can't really see as Verstappen's golden helmet is blocking it. But yeah, our Penguin on the right there with the white front wing. He just hangs it around the outside. On to lap 2 along the start-finish straight. Verstappen will get the better exit out of the final turn. Side by side they go into the first turn. Verstappen down the inside of Arg Penguin. Arg Penguin slightly off track. And you can see the dust that's been kicked up, but he'll stay in first place ahead of the Red Bull. Here's the move from Esteban Ocon on Verstappen. He attempts to make the move, but he can't quite stick it as he wants to keep within track limits on the outside. But Verstappen, he's coming back at Penguin. Down the inside he'll go. As we can see the new red curbing there being a bit of a problem for Verstappen. Side by side they are yet again going in to this first turn as Verstappen gets squeezed out just like he did on lap 2. But Esteban Ocon now, you can see him on the inside. Russell's going for the move on Ocon. Ocon's going to send it on Verstappen. It's defender turned aggressor. This has given Penguin a huge lead. Ocon's going to stick it around the outside. How are they still side by side? Ocon's done it, the Alpine. Here we're going to have a look at the move on board with George Russell here. He went for the move on Ocon around the outside, forcing Ocon to dive bomb Verstappen. But the Alpine has managed to pull it off. Side by side they go. I don't know how they managed to stick it, but he's up into first. Sorry, my mistake, second. But here's the Ferrari going to move on the other Alpine of Alonso. And to kick him out of the top 5. Good dive bomb. He nearly overtook George Russell as well right there. Here we are in the cockpit cam with Sergio Perez. He goes down the inside of Guan Yu Zhou. Side by side they stay. And they're still going to be side by side around this turn as well. How are they doing this? It might be a race up to the line between the Alfa and the Red Bull. We'll see. Penguin wins at Australia. Ocon second and Verstappen third. Beautiful racing by those 3. Yep, these are the standings. And the next race is Azerbaijan. We'll see you then.